Buen día, people. ¿Cómo andan? Vamos a ver, tengo 150 cosas hoy. Siempre camino persigo la street, porque te la mitad te quieren mí, que esta cara tiene persigo sus clics, yeah, no me puedo dormir, siempre camino flexing, what do you take me, si la plena pasemos en la puerta de exit, no play with me, no me puedo dormir, prende el track y auricular, tengo el lápiz en la mano abierta para contártelo, de segunda la música tal, y nada de esto no va a poder salirme porque el otro es reality, te cuento lo que ya viví, un delito para mi principal, que yo no puedo reality, que yo pague, que me retraso más de ti. No que me guachi. Como come que como siempre, eso que tú me ya no me hacen nada, poco sigue dando vueltas por la ciudad.
No cambié. Eso dice la gente. Vamos con... No hobby. No, no. Como si nada. Sin por la street. Para, pam, pam, pam. Caso, querido, muchas gracias por ese ride, man. ¿Todo bien? Bienvenidos. Vamos a laburar un poquito. Ah, mira, me lo forma de uno. Entonces, no. ¿Todo bien? Dale, gracias, querido. Buen provecho. Que almuerces rico. Bueno, básicamente lo que voy a hacer es esto. Ahí, esta piecita de acá, eso es lo que tengo que hacer para complementar esta gorrita. Ahí tengo que meterle, así que voy a tratar de construir vamos a crear esto como un insert. Create insert nuevo. Y vamos a poner una subtool nueva. Vamos a insertar un cubo. Y vamos a hacer una transformación radial. Una simetría radial. Pero en otro eje. Creo que es el Z. No. Es ahí. Entonces si yo hago esto, y ahora lo que podría hacer es desactivando. Ahí va. Con un multopological y sin simetría. Sacando un poquito para que no parezca todo tan parejo. Algo así. El caos. La vieja, ¿no? Ahora hacemos un split. Masker. Solo. Y este es mi nuevo objeto. Vamos a cargar el pincel anterior. Load. Stitch 1. Y vamos a hacer un insert. Pero, dale la concha. Create insert. Apendarlo. A ver si así funciona. Ok. A este hay que desactivarle el modo cosa. Entonces venimos acá. Sacamos el solo. Y acá vamos a sacarle la curva. Está en stroke. Y hacemos. ¡Ah! Ok. Un segundo, voy a ir ahí. ¿Qué pasó? A ver, solo. Vamos a actualizar las subdivisiones. ¿Por qué no me está creando el fucking coso? Entonces ahora sí, vamos a ir acá. Voy a dar ahí. Voy a hacer el nuevo. Create. Nuevo. Ahí va. Vamos acá. Ahí va. Creo que el tamaño más o menos va a ver. Medio grande. No quiero utilizar. A ver si me paro acá y me pongo acá. No, está bien, pero quiero estar parado acá. Ahí está. Tengo que encontrar el tamaño con el pincel, así las puedo hacer todas iguales. Demasiado, más chico. ¿Qué tamaño estamos? En 10. Vamos a hacerlo en 773, me gusta. Ahí va. Voy a meterlo más adentro. Así que vamos a cambiar el LED. Algo así. Ahí va. Y después lo que hacemos es limpiar ahí la geometría de abajo. Ahí vamos a hacerlo acá adentro. Con control me aseguro que todo tenga el mismo tamaño, pues tiene el tamaño del pincel, el brush. Ahí me gusta. Solo. Ahora lo que voy a hacer es aislar estos conjuntos. Ctrl Shift Alt. Novelazo. Hacemos así. Ocultamos eso, ocultamos esto. Ocultamos esto. Y lo spliteamos. Y ahora que son un objeto aparte, ya los puedo controlar. Quedaron bastante en el lugar, ¿eh? Solo. Y ahora lo que hay que hacer es entrar a estos e ir limpiando. No, esto vamos a dejar. No. Receta. Sí. Acá. Algo por ahí. Vamos a darle un poquito de material. Ahí va. Ahí va. Y ahora. ¡Oh! Acá sí le hacemos un poquito más marcadito. Y acá. Ahí va. No, eso ya estaba. Ahí. El de atrás. Ahí va. El detalle la clave. Y ahora de adentro. Uf. No, está bien. Una para allá. Y lo que hay que hacer es a los de adentro traerlos más para afuera. Uf, mira acá. Ahí. ¡Oh! Pero... Ahí va. Oculto la parte de acá para tener como seguridad de que puedo mover esto. Sin arruinar lo otro. Ahí. Y para mí hay que hacer algo con esto. No, pará, este quedó medio cosa. Ahí está. Mi ojo. ¿Qué hace, padre? ¿Todo bien? Sí, siempre arranco temprano. Hoy estoy streameando, pero... A laburar siempre. No siempre, pero... A ver si me estoy acostando hasta ahora. Una cosa menos, vamos a tachar la lista, gringo, que es tachar listas, ¿eh? Guardado, pero ya está. Oh. 4 de la tarde, boludo. Qué tarde, man. ¿Por qué tienes cara de caballo con hongo? Bueno, ya sabremos. ¿Cómo andás vos, querido? Ezequiel, gracias por ese follow, querido. Muchas gracias. Cuando lo instale, te digo el espacio que tengo en el rígido en este momento. En este instante tengo Properties 7 GB libres de 500. Sí, Ezequiel, soy de acá. Necesito 50 GB por lo menos para instalar el eso. Artista, lo que se dice artista. Pero sí, estamos acá, hay un montón. ¿Vos también estás acá, querido? Argentina. Te dedicamos un bailecito con la banda. Oh. No sé si lo estoy yo. Y ojo, ¿cuánto está un disco rígido nuevo? A ver, ya te digo cuánto tenés que ganar. Necesito un SSD de 250. ¿A cómo te da? No, pero esto es para notebook, man. Yo quiero un SSD. Lo puedo creer, ¿eh? Disco duro interno, disco duro interno. Ahí está. No está tan caro, ¿eh? Son 5.500 pesos, boludo. No está tan caro. $6. Pensé que no estaban más, ¿eh? Ya se ve que son euros. No sé cuánto es el euro, boludo. Debe estar 7, deben ser 100 euros. Una ganga. No, no es 100 euros. ¿10 euros? $112. 50 euros. Sorry. Gracias, querido, por el follow. Ahora después voy a pispear lo tuyo. Sí, en realidad es un escaneo 3D limpiado. O sea, la base de esto es un escaneo. Es este escaneo 3D. Y sobre esto, todo el laburo de limpieza y demás. El interior sí es modelado porque no existía. Y bueno, nada, metiendo ahí detalles. Quiero ver lo que hace eso, a ver. ¡Epa! Me copa, ¿eh? Cheto, ¿eh? Está facherito. ¿Todo para impresión lo haces? Anda, ¿no? Más o menos. Muy bonito, ¿eh? Sumate al Discord después si querés también. Está por ahí arriba. Yo te follow aquí, ¿o no? Sí. Cheto, ¿eh? Cheto. Gracias, querido. Muy bueno, ¿no? Buenos Aires también. Estoy en San Martín. Así que no sé si te ubicas, pero si no te hacemos ubicar enseguida. Ahí había algo que no iba. Sí, Diego nomás. Estás un poquito más al oeste, pero estamos pegaditos. Va, pegaditos. Está relativamente cerca. Pegadito es otra cosa. Elegir. Me faltan unos stitches que los voy a agregar como insert. Al carajo. Tranquila. Ahí. Acá me faltan un par. Acá también. Posta, hay varios, hay varios, hay varios. Ahí en el Discord hay un par. Y ya va a seguir conociendo. Igual, viste que hoy las fronteras son medio... Yo de tu madre. Ahí, acá me falta. Hay bastantes postas, ¿eh? De hecho, muchos de los grosos, de los grosos, por lo menos en el mundo coleccionable, hay varios. Como Daniel Bell o Martín Canales o... No, para adentro. Ahí. Tenés razón, gracias, querido. ¿Laburás con Franco? Va, con Franco. Para la misma empresa, qué bueno, boludo. Y el streaming de arte sí es un poco más complicado. Va, más complicado. Más raro que encuentres. Yo con los pibes con los que hablo y demás que streamean arte son la mayoría gallegos. No, no, no. Pero no sé bien por qué, ¿eh? Lo que pasa es que ya de arte, de hecho, es medio raro, viste, que... Mira, acá me estaba morfando. Ahí va. Es raro ya el streaming de arte, viste, es como... Como que se dedican más a otras boludeces. Va, sobre todo 3D. Dibujo hay más. De dibujo sí. Pero 3D hay bastante menos. Ya irán apareciendo. No, vos. Sí, dibujo hay un montón, hay un montón. De todos los países. Igual también hay más de España que de otro lado. Va, hay mucho uruguayo también. Mucho uruguayo. Que son buena onda. O sea, yo hago muchas migas con los que terminan, con los que hacen dibujo, boludo, porque... Y con un par de gallegos que modelan. Lo que pasa, al tener otros horarios, también es más difícil. Digo, cuando colgás a la noche a modelar y eso, no hay nadie, boludo. Están todos boludeando, jugando, esas cosas. Los gallegos durmiendo. Arte de más. Arte de más. De hecho, me dan ganas de dibujar también. Que haya streaming de dibujo. A veces me sumo a algunas mecánicas, algunas boludeces. ¿Hace mucho que estás en esto, man? No te di el follow en Twitch, ahora te... Yo también, ¿eh? Pero me gusta. No hay que ser bueno para hacer las cosas. Igual también fui aprendiendo que a medida que te vas como soltando, como que no importa tanto. Nosotros venimos de un rubro más... O sea, yo siento que el 3D está muy ligado muchas veces a, a las reglas de la vida, ¿viste? Como al hiperrealismo y ese tipo de cosas. Y el dibujo es un poco más libre. Ojo, en el 3D se pueden hacer cosas súper libres. Pero la gente como que lo usa más para cosas realistas en general, o por lo menos con cierto, o cartoon, digo, ¿no? Tienen estilos, pero como muy, bastante marcados. No hay mucha gente haciendo, o sí, pero son los menos. Arte en general, digamos, como sin reglas, ¿no? No sé si se entiende conceptualmente lo que estoy tratando de decir. 6 añitos, bastante. ¿Y cómo pegaste ahí para entrar? ¿Te llamaron? ¿Mandaste? Igual seguís laburando en freelance. O no te da el tiempo, o no te da la cabeza. Y te a veces pasa. Pasa, ¿no? Como que uno... Bueno, igual hay que mandar. Yo creo que es parte del mostrarse, ¿no? Pero... Contrato de exclusividad, qué bien. Bueno, no sé. Yo creo que depende mucho de lo que le guste hacer a cada uno. Suena bien contrato de exclusividad. Por lo menos desde la parte... Acá están cruzados. Acá también están cruzados. ¿Qué es esto? No dice nada. Vino flexing por la screen. Stay with me. Y acá es como que siguen las costuras. Lo que voy a hacer es unir todas las costuras en una tool y voy a agregar ahí lo que falta. No revemos guachín. Bueno, estas costuras cosa, estas vamos a juntar. Suelta. Que hay 100.000 de estas cosas. Esto es postura, esto es postura. No sin nada. Ah, pará. Las costuras de adentro no quiero. Estas son las de adentro. Y me faltan. Vos vas acá. Y vos tenés con esto. Okay. Bien, estas son las internas de acá. Estas son las internas de acá. Estas son las internas de acá. Y de estas tenemos que separar cosas. Solo. Porque, por ejemplo, esta línea de acá son del otro lado. que esto. Ah, porque las otras costuras están en el otro caso. Bueno, ahí parecería estar, entonces cliqueamos esto. No me hagas el guardado. Bien, y vos vas a ir con las de adentro. ¿Con estas de adentro? Sí. Está, okay. Listo. Estas son las internas y estas externas les está faltando todo lo que está acá. Porque a vos vamos a hacer eso así. Y expliquemos. Y a vos te vamos a poner ya. Y ahora sí. Estas son todas las externas. Y acá hay que arreglar. Acá hay que sacar estas. Porque no dan la vuelta. En la realidad. Ahora se ve raro. ¿Cuáles son las ventajas y desventajas de laburar bajo contrato? Para vos. Gran pregunta. No, claro. Voy, supongo. Digo, yo supongo que Sideshow paga lo que tiene que pagar. Pero una cosa es lo que yo supongo que me va a convenir o que me cierra o que me puede impulsar, y otra cosa es después la conveniencia de mantenerlo en el tiempo, digamos. Sí, cambia todo el tiempo, eso sin lugar a dudas. Y no solo que cambia, sino que también puede cambiar lo que a vos te gusta o lo que te están dando para laburar. O la ferma. Yo creo que están en un nivel muy, muy alto, lo cual les va a jugar en contra para mí a las empresas. Lo que pasa es que el coleccionista colecciona también la marca, ¿no? No colecciona solo el objeto. Pero no sé, yo creo que cuando los nombres trascienden un poco, se puede llegar. Digo, si vos sos coleccionista de Batman y compras un Batman de Sideshow a $700, por decir algo, porque te gustó y porque lo hizo un artista que te gusta mucho, lo hizo Carlesimo Franco. Si Franco saca un... Lo que pasa es que no... El problema es que no hay... es un tema de licencias, ese es el verdadero. Pero convengamos que hay medio un gris, que vos podés sacar una pieza de exclusiva, no sé. Ahí quizás el tema de las licencias es la parte que los mantiene, pero si vos sacás directo, creo que le podés pelear fuerte el valor. No sé cuánto pagan las empresas grandes, ¿no? Pero puede mutar. A eso digo. Malísimo. Parece que es mejor insertar directamente un bichito de la concha. De hecho, esto... No, vamos a hacer esto. Vamos a entrar a este. Esto que estoy haciendo es para entrar a una empresa, digamos. Es una prueba de admisión para una empresa, pero de videojuegos, no de coleccionables. Así que... Vamos a ver si quedo, de qué trata. Voy a dejar eso. Voy a mover. NXA. La que hizo Mortal Kombat 11 y ese mundo. Y tiene toda la pinta de que sí. Pero bueno. No sé si haría ese laburo con exclusividad, digamos. Porque... Ah, sí. Pero... ¿Quién es tu amigo? ¿Cuál es? O capaz que lo followeo también. No sé. Leandro Martínez, me parece que sí. No es este. Ahí están los Mortal Kombat y el mundo del Goku. Sí, sí, yo quiero meterme, pero me pasa esto, digo, la idea, por lo que tengo entendido, de entrar ahí es hacer esto mismo que estoy haciendo. Limpiar scans y hacer los rechetos y que se vea bonito y meterle todos los detalles y prestar el cuidado y hacer la retopología y toda la movida. Me gusta, obvio, si no ni lo intentaría. Pero tampoco sé si me representa, ¿viste? Entonces, me gustaría, digo, tengo un Patreon de miniatura. Hay ciertas cosas que hago que son las que me gustan o en las cuales puedo expresarme un poco. Esto, si bien está bien, digo, ojalá después adentro te toque y haga un personaje y toda la movida. Bueno, ahí ya estamos hablando de otra cosa, pero... Sí, a mí el camino se me fue armando un poco igual. O sea, fui mutando. Yo vengo de los FX tradicionales. Maquetas, de hecho tengo un taller de utilería, escenografía, ese tipo de cosas. Y me fui metiendo cada vez más en lo virtual y la verdad es que estoy un poco cansado de levantar placas de fibro, tener todas las manos con cicatrices de herramientas. Digo. Me gusta el rubro, pero también tengo mis ganas de ir mutando. Y lo que me gusta de esto es que te podés mover en cualquier lado, ¿me entendés? Yo si no estoy atado a un taller, si no tengo el espacio físico donde puedo construir, no hay mucho plan B. Y como esto tiene bastante cine, los videojuegos, para mí, son de hecho el nuevo cine. Para mí. Me interesa el rubro. Los coleccionables me gustan también. Pero también siento que hay... que hay bastante mercado copado ya. Y como que es más difícil entrar. A ver, si armás tu propio proyectín, como te digo, tengo el Patreon de miniaturas y todo eso, bueno, vamos, no pasa nada. Pero que te pase lo que te pasó a vos de que te llamen y eso, yo lo veo, en mi caso al menos, un poco más difícil. No me desagrada, solo que veo que como que todo el mundo está yendo para ese lado. A nadie le gusta la parte técnica. O es más difícil que haya gente que le guste preparar los archivos, hacer retopologías, cosas más. Ojo, se nota cuando cuando alguien no hizo eso, aunque sea el archivo para imprimir, que no lo necesita. Cuando le dan bola a esos mini detalles se nota. No creo que podamos salir del país de julio a septiembre, Cevitas, pero sí. Yo siempre sí. Y alto depende de en qué esté laburando en ese momento. Pero más que nada que nos dejen salir del país. Y son... No, es esto. Ahí. Más o menos. Tengo que ir con el pelo para allá. Bueno, ahí se fue. Vamos a tachar, terminar los stitches. Ahora vamos a apagar la etiqueta. Balsa, ¿no? Balsa y a la concha. Vos conseguís un laburo de 3D allá y ya está. ¿Necesitas visa? ¿Necesitas alguna pija para ir a esa? ¿No estás casado conmigo? ¿Con cuántos te puedes casar, boludo? Yo no tengo problema ya, pero... Pensé que era Grecia y no Arabia. ¿Querés tener un harén? ¿Por qué estoy con mayúsculas? Siempre le pifio al coso. Germán, ¿qué tal, querido? ¿Cómo estás? Perdón, pero el chat de Facebook lo leo un poco más tarde que el de Twitch. No, es un escaneo 3D clean. Este es el objeto original. Que está escaneado. Con todo el ruido y todas las mierdas que tiene el escaneo. Y este es el objeto ya limpio. Tiene todo un proceso, pero... Pero no simulé las telas, digamos. Me lo dieron ya escaneado. Pero si bien, mirá, te voy a recomendar algo. Lo que se está usando mucho y funciona muy bien es la fotogrametría, que es sacar sacar muchas fotos y con eso reconstruir el objeto. Te voy a pasar un link. No sé, ¿eh? Puede ser fotogrametría o puede ser escáner. Me parece que es escáner directo, pero desconozco. Pero vamos un segundo, te voy a pasar un link. A todos te voy a pasar un link. Listos. Tu Google. ¡No!
Hola, mi nombre es Brenda Roqueta y soy arquitecta.
Y yo soy Alba Esteves.
Está bien, tranquila. No, este no es. ¿Zafó? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Salvar por las dudas. Sí. ¡Paren de romperse! Ahí va. Copiar. Un segundo, ¿eh? Sí, nos tenemos. ¿Estás ahí? ¿Tenés ganas de charlar, Cevita? ¿Querés venirte al Discord a charlar un rato? Ahí va. Curso de fotogrametría, chiques. Gratuito. De la mano de Diego. No Diego, otro Diego. Voy a salvar con otro nombre, a ver si me deja. Sí. Provecho, querido. Ahí me dejo. Me queda arreglar acá esta pieza. Solo. Que acá está mordiendo raro. A ver si lo puedo... ¡No! Se me cayó el lápiz equivocado. Ok. Qué verga que no me deja ver si puedo configurar el chat de acá. No, ahí. Después venite a Twitch, carnal, que ahí es donde pasa la papa. Uh, no. Almorzando a las 4 de la tarde, Seba, son las 5 ya. Ni siquiera a las 4. No. Hasta las 8 AM. Hasta las 20. Salud, gracias. De nada. Está guapo, ¿no? Con razón. Oh. Está bien, boludo, de 5 a 8. Son 3 horitas. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Uy, te corona, malo. ¿Qué pasa? Tenía 1000 mensajes. De 12 a 8, bro. 8 horas, está bien. No. Pero la concha de mi madre. Pa 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 na pa pa pa. Gracias. Basta de tirarme esta mierda. Ahí vamos. Entonces, insertamos uno. Tengo que evaluarlo. qué poronga. Igual estoy... estoy acá porque estoy acá. Pero me da lo mismo estar o no estar en esa plataforma en particular. De hecho, en todas, o sea, en todas. Salvo en Twitch. En las horas estoy a veces para que algún colgado o sumar algún video en YouTube que no... No, al revés. Dale la concha de tu madre. ¿Puedo decir la concha de tu madre o tenemos algún problema? Siento que hay algo raro ahí. No se usa más. Solo te estoy dando de comer a vos. Sí, para mí sí. Pero pasa con todo lo que se agranda demasiado, ¿viste? Como que empieza a comportarse como lo viejo. Y es que sí, no sé bien, digo, cada caso es particular y ese tipo de cosas, pero me parece que está muy bueno. Falta resolver para mí el tema del copyright. El tema del copyright es medio clave, hay que hacer el primero que haga algo inteligente. Para mí, por ejemplo, lo podría hacer Spotify. Spotify podría hacer que garpes una licencia un poco más cara, pero que alcance para repartirla a los artistas y que te permitan pasar música, ¿me entendés? Y que, no sé, tenga una mención a bala, que vos quieras, boludo. Pero hay que solucionar eso. Igual lo que está pasando también es que muchos artistas están directamente haciendo música con derechos pero sin copyright. Entonces la podés streamear. No, por eso. El problema es cuando ya se duermen los laureles. A esos niveles no les mueve la aguja. ¿Entendés? Por eso me gusta más Twitch que el resto. Tiene ciertas libertades anárquicas que le funcionan y hacen que todo funcione mucho más relajado. En lo único que se pusieron un poco la gorra es en el tema del copyright, pero bueno, por presiones mayores, que no dependen de ellos. Sí, Twitch. Para mí es el futuro de las plataformas. Y de hecho de un montón de cosas. Me pasó el otro día, no sé, vos estás viendo, o no sé si sabías, viste que están roleando GTA V, muchos streamers juntos, de los más grosos. Y el otro día estaba viendo a unos pibes de acá, a Duende, el Demente, Goncho, bueno, no sé. Y estaban haciendo un robo medio zarpadete. Y lo que me pasó es que tenía como varias pantallas abiertas, estaba siguiendo a uno, pero cuando quería ver qué pasaba desde el otro lado, por dónde escapaban los otros y demás, iba cambiando de pantallas, manteniendo un audio. Y dije, epa, esto, las animaciones son una pija del GTA V, digo, después discutimos un montón de cosas, pero eh, esto de tener una obra de teatro, una película en vivo, la que vos quieras, donde podés ir rotando, ojota, en algún momento quiero hacer algo por ahí. Es que Twitch tuvo la... De hecho, lo quiso comprar YouTube. YouTube Live sale de no haber podido comprar a... no pudo comprar a Twitch y sacó YouTube Live. Esto me pareció interesante, porque los pibes rolean muy bien. Muy bien. Y eso es lo que los hace interesantes. Y eso es lo que lo hace entretenido. El juego en sí, si no lo roleas, es una pija. O sea, es... Si el server que te toca esto, tipo, vas y te cagan a pedos. Pero la concha de tu mamá. ¿Qué son los indo? Perdóname, Ok, gracias. Por eso preguntaba si se podía rolear en el eso. Digo. El hecho de poder charlar con cualquiera y todo eso me parece que está peor. Pero el servidor tiene que estar bien armado y controlado y todo eso, pues si no se desmadra todo. Bueno, tranquilo, Brucito. ¿Lo conocés a Brucito vos, boludo? ¿No? Te lo voy a presentar, 3. Ahora vamos a hacer. Me chupa la concha la FK. Ya te lo digo, me chupa la concha. Hola, Oresim. Hola, visito. Vení. Te quieren conocer. Ahí. Ahora te voy a llevar al veterinario a controlar. No sé en qué mes estamos. 1 año y 4 meses. Por eso mis mis puntos del canal para cambiar. Uy, mirá qué mal que quedó este chat acá. Para con el error. ¿Por qué se ve cortado? Está bien, es lo que se va igual, pero... No, no, claro, apareció en cuarentena. Apareció... apareció, ya está, apareció. Claro, se pueden cambiar brochetas, que es gruesito. Con una brocheta en la cabeza. Gris. A ver. Acá me está teniendo una tensión que no me gusta. Pero igual, ¿cómo se ve? Es lo que me hace falta en esta ocasión. Sí, sí. El chino fue muy pinchado por... Se dice que fue muy pinchado por Marisa. ¿Cómo? Sí, está re mordido ahí. Taray. Perdón por mis intenciones. Tendría que hacerle todo un loop adentro. ¡Qué paja! Lo que me hace falta en esta ocasión. Lo que voy a hacer es lo siguiente. ¿Ver? Ahí, y a este le hacemos un scale. Ahí va. Si te achiqué, se ve que te agrandé. It's look complete. A ver ahí. ¿Lo? ver qué pasa si hacemos... Quiero... no entendieron el juego. Chris... Ahí se ve mejor. Igual eso lo tengo que explicar. Y, pero estamos pobres. Y ahora lo que voy a hacer es me llevo este objeto al Maya, porque acá no lo sé hacer. Ahí va. Quiero. No entendieron, llevo. No entendieron el juego. No entendieron el juego. ¿Cómo lo puedo hacer? No, es más fácil llevármelo y chao. Vamos a hacer así. Exportar como closure h. Vamos a salvar igual, por las dudas. It's on me. Dale la concha de tu madre. Lluvia del trueno. ¿Por qué me eliminó archivos? Yo tenía hasta el 10. Seguro. Concha de su madre. Concha de su madre. Dale la concha bien de tu madre. Not going for me. No, error. Open. No quiero saber nada. No existe el 10 y el 11. Cancel. Quick save. Dale, guacho, dale, 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 dale. No, error. Hazme caso. ¿Sabes que yo no sé mucho tampoco, boludo? El chabón. No sé qué hacer. Cada tanto me etiquetan alguna cosa o así, pero no sé mucho, boludo. Debe estar hasta las pelotas con esto de las clases. A ver este. No. Pero la verdad es que hablar de cosas así como saber de la vida de él, no quiero saber nada. No sé mucho. Esa es la realidad. Tendría que mandarle un mensaje. A ver. Vos. No está arreglado nada de todo esto. Tengo que empezarlo otra vez. Revisemos el resto por las dudas. Le voy a llevar y le voy a hacer en malla directamente. Por las dudas guardo. Ya de su madre. Bien y nadie nos da una respuesta. Otra vez lo mismo, boludo. La concha bien de su mamá. Vamos a abrir esto. No quiero saber nada. Claro, bueno, lo mismo. Esa es mi. Ese es mi trato con Rodri. A ver si lo puedo sacar acá. Pero ya te digo, tengo que mandarle, ¿no? También. ¿Feel save o no? Llegó el momento de formatear la máquina, ¿vale? Necesito entregar esto primero. ¿Qué pasó? Ni siquiera abrió. Bueno. Chadelalo, 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 radelalo. A ver si puedo traer. Bueno, este por lo menos lo podemos recuperar desde acá. No todo está perdido. Esto va a ser un... ¿Combine era? Sí. Ahí, después vamos a hacer un weld. ¿Dónde estás? Uy, qué parado. Ah, mira, termina como el otro. Bueno, vamos a hacer el revés entonces. Vamos a eliminar esto. ¿Qué haces, querida? No, esto es Maya. El famoso... No quiero nada de esto. El famoso Maya. Estuve teniendo algunos problemitas con ZBrush, entonces me vine acá. Me está tirando muchos errores el ZBrush que tú me has habilitado. Quiero que lo sepas. Muchos. Sí. Pero de todo tipo, ¿eh? No me deja guardar ese tipo de cosas. Que es poco importante, ¿no? Como guardar el archivo en el que estás laburando. Sí, tranqui, tranqui. Si se puede, se puede. Si no se puede, no se puede. No pasa nada. Quiero por lo menos sacarme encima lo que tengo que hacer y después veré. Ya le pegás hasta la noche ahí. Te vas a quedar modelando full rock. Ah, está bien, esto lo podemos hacer ahí. Ahí. ¡No! ¿Hiciste la tarea, Luli? Siempre tarea, ¿no? Cuando te tarea porque no. ¿Qué usaste conmigo? El de pintura nada más, ¿no? Geek, sos geek. Me cortás las palabras. Sos peor que. Bueno, esto en vez de acomodarlo así, lo podría acomodar de otra manera, pero bueno, vamos a hacer. Animatronics. ¿Qué cursaste? 4 clases, boludo. Nunca te vi modelar el bicho. Los envidiosos dirán. ¡Ah, la araña, boludo! Es verdad, verdad. ¿Cómo liarla? Uf, qué poronga es esto que estoy haciendo. Bueno, y el resto lo voy a arreglar en ZBrush, que es más fácil pulir cosas. Por selection. Tengo que ir a llevar a Brusito, chicos, Se termina el stream. Proyectos. Animatronics era en ese momento. Animación no me siento capacitado. Como un montón de cosas. Sí, lo tengo que llevar al BT. Animación tenés que tenerla muy clara con... O sea, yo conozco las herramientas, pero para aprender a animar, en realidad, necesitas entender las curvas, la gracia, actuación, digo, va por otro lado la animación. Las herramientas son una estupidez, pero la gracia es... Y no estoy ducho ni a palo. Sí, a mí me pasa que cada vez que voy al súper para tratar de hacer la combinación no encuentro nada que me... Viste que el súper no tiene muchas cosas. Sí, Maya, para animación 3D tenés Maya. El Toon Boom también va, pero los 2D no me acuerdo. Yo sigo a uno de los chavales que está en Twitch también, que anima para Rick and Morty y ese mundo. Pará, la concha, ¿ves? Que me tira errores todo el tiempo. Pero vos pues tenés un súper grande, dale, la concha de tu madre. Bueno, se me cierra. Y eso es todo. Sí, voy a reiniciar la PC y ahí veré. Vos pues tenés un súper grande que tiene roticería o algo de eso. Pues para una ensalada te vas a la verdulería. Bueno, me tengo que ir, ¿qué es? Menos cuarto. Sí, a mí me copa también. Acá en Twitch puedes seguir hay varios que se dedican a la animación. Dale. Gracias, queridos. Nos vemos. Los voy a dejar con este tipejo que anda pintando miniaturas. Adiós, me voy. Gracias por todo. Los quiero mucho, cuídense. Más tarde me emprendo. Sí, voy a estar. Hoy laburo en casa, así que estoy.
And a lot of times they just don't take into, like, same thing I had with the last model here, where like this dude's on like one tippy toe, you know, like, yeah, and that foot is really small. Like that's a very common kind of Malvo thing, like just like not give any concession to how the model's going to attach to the base.
Yeah. Real quick, let me get your chat here. Lady Wolf, better want to get your coffee. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Quad Girl, same with Michigan. Yeah, that makes sense there. Borak, thank you for my choice of hats. I appreciate that. Very much, Jiggy. Sorry I missed the dual thing there. Little thing here. The Zingers, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? What are you working on? Any questions, feel free to ask. And show up anything you're working on, please feel free to.
Asri, all Malifaux's plastic.
Skipping, thank you so much for the sub. Holy shit, thank you.
The only metal ones they've done have been like weird, like, you know, limited edition pieces, like the Bob Ross gremlin they did last year.
Yeah, I got that. I grabbed that guy. I actually got a couple Malifaux miniatures or metal in this last order. I was actually surprised.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen a metal mini from them in years.
Yeah, I'll grab them. And they are.
Prior to your press is all metal, like all metal and resin. Yeah. It's a matter of scale. Like the thing is, like when you CNC a like basically if you're doing a plastic injection mold, you're looking at spending like $2,000 to $10,000 making a mold. A metal casting mold, by comparison, is about $150 to $200.
Sculpt 3 miniatures like your cat. Nice. Ms. Zinger, if you want to share pictures of what you sculpted, please feel free to. Actually, take this down off here. It's getting hot.
It's like you have to know you're going to push a lot of product to justify spending money on a injection mold.
Yeah, definitely. Fish, like base coat the whole thing black and go from there. I mean, you can start with black. This is mostly red. I would recommend you go black to like white for zenithal, and then even like an ivory base coat will make your reds much easier to deal with. Even going straight over white is not bad for red because red is another rather translucent color that's going to be heavily affected by the base coating. But I wouldn't do red over straight black.
No. Throw some purple or some brown or anything brighter works too.
Yeah. Always chaos in here. Always. Let's take a look here.
Well, the thing is too, if you're doing low run production injection molds, you can actually. Form Labs has been experimenting with printing molds for injection, and so I mean that's another option businesses have now. But it's still just like it's very much in its infancy, as a. I mean, it's 3D printing, so it'll iterate so much it'll be like normal by like a year from now. But
that's very cool. Is it Mzinger? Am I saying that right? Is it pronounced Mzinger?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, aren't those cool?
Those are sweet.
All kinds of awesome miniatures in there at Patreon.
Like angler goblins.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Hey, Lindy, welcome back.
Hey, Lindy.
Open Bananas from Epoxy Bogards. All right, let's see what this song is. So the giveaway has about 5 minutes left on it. But those are new. Brush Power, full-time commission painter and artist. One of the projects that's working on the Bolt Dancer right now. The voice here at Epic Duck Studios. We're doing a multi-stream right now. You can do an exclamation point Epic Duck to be able to, catch out the multi-kilometer just on bonkers. Enter the giveaways exclamation point skin. Just got to be a follower to be able to win it. No color screen. No, that's fine. Then go back with opportunity to get the grime the edges. Yeah, you can do that. That'll definitely work for that kind of nature.
And some of that too isn't necessarily color theory, but just like knowing how your paints work together. Like there's color theory, then there's just like the practical knowledge of like this paint covers badly until I do X. And that's more just like mechanical knowledge gained over time than anything. Like the reason Brush and I are just so good at it is like we painted 100,000 things each, right? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. 23 years experience, whatever you have experience,
I don't know, what are we at?
Thousands of miniatures.
15 now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've literally painted close to 15,000 miniatures, if not more at this point. Grimguard Studios, 3D printing is never going to ruin casting. It's different physical properties. Like it's for the person who wants to one-off the prototyping, someone who just wants I just want something cool to print and
also. Yeah, you can't impulse buy a 3D print. Like that's the big thing is like you can't walk into your store and be like, I want this 3D print unless they've just started printing them ahead of time.
I'll drop off. All right, thank you very much. Take it easy.
Snake 2, welcome to the club. I sucked at art in high school, so I kind of blew off getting better at transfers. I honestly didn't even take art in high school. In high school, I was so focused on computer programming, I literally didn't bother with art past grade 9.
And they're not doing that 3D print.
Are they doing it again?
Well, they were asking about their snake when they were doing that. They're not doing it. Not right now, but back in, I think they said August that they're shooting for here.
Okay.
We've got some metal miniatures from This is a metal one from.
Yes, you can impulse buy an STL and never print them. I've absolutely done that.
This is their Bob Ross Goblin one. Their mini corns are the 2 mini corns in metal.
That thing's terrifying.
Oh yeah, these things are. The unicorns are awesome. And look at Sparkle Steed. So we got about 2 more minutes for the giveaway, then I'm closing it. Sergeant Moore, how you doing? I'm doing well, thank you.
Severa, this is one of the Elder Scrolls minis. Just putting together the box set of the which one is this? Is the Empire? The Stormcloak faction starter set. So we got those 5 all put together. This one makes no sense to me. His arm is just like it's just broken. He's holding his hand backwards.
Are you going?
Arrastrando eso.
I'm pretty sure what he's doing is punching someone in the face over his shoulder, like who's walking up behind him. But this arm, he's literally holding like this. It doesn't make any sense at all. Yes, Monster Fight Studios Cyberpunk Skirmish Game Kickstarter today. Okay. It's a busy week for Kickstarters right now. Like Riot Quest. Riot Quest Block 2 Part 2 started yesterday. They funded like 45 minutes. It was awesome. They're doing well. Except that like his hand's inside, like it's literally backwards. It's just weird. And I don't know. If he started swinging now, he would like crash the handle of the axe into his thigh.
Jeez, I just realized the one miniature is missing a foot.
Yeah, it is nice they're plastic, but they just like my complaint is they have the same problem Malvo has, where like they didn't think of how to put them on the base at all. Like this guy is on a tippy toe. This 1 foot and like literally the point of this toe connects to the base, and that's it. You know, it's a not good. Like the other 3 are fine. Like this guy's cool, no problem at all. He's actually got 1 foot almost fully on the base. Like it's a little of his heels raised up, but like the other one's fully on. This guy's got 2 feet firmly planted. I don't know quite what's happening to this sword. Like I feel like his grip is backwards. Like something about the way he's holding that sword feels. I'm not sure he is. He's so focused again. Let's try again. Focus, please. Yeah, so like he's holding the sword like I don't know. It's just weird. Like his wrists both look broken. Yeah, he's fully breaking his wrists. No, it's just like both wrists are like at like a 45-degree angle, 90-degree angle to his arms. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like this is like he's trying to use it to parry or something. Like it's just such weird. I don't know.
I mean, you know,
this guy's fine. He's clearly just charging and swinging his big sword. Like he's got this figured out. Did they just cock out those models? I wonder if they like took keyframes from like some animations from the game. Like
wouldn't surprise me.
And like, but like the keyframes are in the middle. Like, don't really make sense. That could be maybe the sword's very cool. Like literally on his shoulder, like, oh guys, just give me a minute. I just gotta rest. This sword's so heavy.
No, Fuzzy Bunny didn't claim it.
He's holding a sword like I would hold a rifle during a raid. Like, yeah. If you're trying to like hold the rifle off close to like shoot around corners. Like, yeah, it's not got that going on. But also like with the wrong end of this, like the business end of the sword's over here. I don't know. Whatever. I don't have to design. I don't have to like them. I just have to make them. Okay. Such as the Lego Commission Painter. I don't have to like these. I just have to do them.
Yep. Send a picture of the weird miniatures about the missing foot.
Well, and that's what I think is like. It feels like not only was it like based on a game frame, but it feels like it was based on like the halfway point between 2 key frames. Like that's the feel it has. Is like there's a part that made sense here, a part that made sense here, and the keying in the middle just like produced a frame that made no sense. Like, yeah, looks good. Export that. Like, he's holding the sword like he just wants his wrist to be dead. Yeah. So if that thing is over for a bit, let's get this guy. So we're gonna work on the base for our lovely Nightmare Fuel, Death Archon.
Yes, here's like a mouse.
Like they're good looking minis. They're just like individual. Like the thing is, like once they're on the table, you're not gonna know what that stuff. It's like just when you're looking at them up close, it's kind of like a little bit jarring. But if you're looking at like, you know, if you've got a squad of 10 on there, you're gonna know this one guy's holding the sword here, right? Like it's just that goes away. That's why I also like some people are really down on like the current trend of like miniature companies producing like more and more mono pose models. And like it doesn't bug me as much because like at the end of the day, like there's only so many ways you can, you know, hold your bolter.
Yeah. Plus, I'd rather have really stellar poses and well put together and just look good to begin with, than have to worry about having 55 guys holding 55 weapons 55 different ways.
Plus, thing is like when you've got mono or like posable minis, you still end up with like the same 10 poses in the end anyway, right?
Yeah, because you can only do so much with them, and they look way more generic. Yeah, of course I'd love to see your area here. It's missing. It was a miscast. You can tell because the metal is not broken. It's really smooth like a bubble.
It's just like
so the metal
it
didn't
didn't
go with the
fill in
hole.
the first place.
Yeah. Yep.
I gotta figure out what I'm doing with this face because like we've got this very insanely colorful Death Archon.
Volcano.
I showed you there's base. So I just don't know what to do. I'm thinking like purples, like deep purples, maybe a little like hint of blue on one side or something.
So, Volcano Doc, you are the winner of the giveaway.
Man, I thought we tried to rig this. What's going on?
Yeah, you didn't do it. You didn't do it well. Oh, hell yeah. I got a bunch of this stuff from Hobbies and stuff is really good.
Nice.
If you're ever interested, the Artie Station stuff is fully compatible with that. Now, they don't have the same kind of like I don't have mine locked together with magnets or pegs. You know, it just sits on the shelf because it's not going anywhere. You know, I'm not stacking it 6 units high, but like this stuff is all the same size. So like, I have my Artie Station drawers for the paints right in, you know, right sitting right in with the rest of them here.
Yeah, Thunder Force, like that's a pretty reasonable complaint, but like at the same time, like I've always found like kit bashers don't really like people used to kit bash like solid one-piece metal models into things like. Monoposes and difficult materials have never really stopped kit bashers. Kit bashers is
I gotta mute real quick. I call my.
Yeah, no worries. Like when you've seen someone just like take a Dremel tool to like a one-piece metal model to like get a detail onto it or off of it to use on something else. I'm not saying it couldn't be easier if they were a little more generic, but at the same time that they'd be more generic, right? Like it's kind of it's less I think about the pose and more about like the way they're cut, right? Like a lot of the newer models are sort of cut like especially GW models specifically are cut with like oh yeah, like his left arm is also 1/3 of his torso and like his piece of wow, we've done that plate already, okay. You know, like his thigh armor might be attached to it too, right? As long as you sculpt the mini with the arms as separately, yeah, and like a lot of times that's not the case, right? A lot of times like the arms and stuff are like kind of. I actually don't remember back in the Formula Inquisitor days because that game was dead before I got into this hobby. They were like still, I think like they're selling out at the end of it at. Right, I got into this about 2007, 2008. The Inquisitor was kind of like being, let's say, sunsetted. Is that a play term to use? Like you could still buy like I remember the Crute and I don't know like some weird like Goliath thing from the GW site, but there weren't a lot of options left. I think they're selling the existing stock and not making new stuff. They never really had a sunrise. So that's fair too. Here's the long and short of it. Building models is the least popular part of wargaming. ATM playing is by far where the fan base lives. Monoposing needs to build a future because of the excellence. And well, the thing is, like, someone who wants to kit bash will always just like rip apart a monopose model anyway and fill them with some brain stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Just like when, so I mean, I got into this hobby in 2007, and at that point, like GW was like phasing out the specialist games range, right? Like you know, Necromunda was done at that point. Inquisitor was done. Mordheim was done. Blood Bowl lived on a little bit longer, but not by much. Oh, Battlefleet, yeah. I think that Battlefleet was mostly a Forge World thing at that point. Like I remember seeing them on the Forge World site, but I never really got into it. Yeah, Battlefleet was like, and Aeronautica Imperialis, the old edition of it. They're all kind of like on their last gasps, right? It was I think around 2009 where like the Specialist Games division just kind of like was shuttered, somewhere in that ballpark. Like give or take 1 year, like it's in that range. 2009 was the same year where like that's the last Games Day in Canada and the last one in Baltimore. Dreadfleet doesn't count. Dreadfleet was like a one and done box set, wasn't it? Or was it a game before that? And then because I know there was a Dreadfleet box in 2011. It was like a box set.
Snack Punch, what's going on? How you doing? Right, sorry about that. I had to call boy real quick here. Bang.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Make nonsense.
Yeah, I think when those so that's sort of like when GW shuttered a lot of the Specialist games is also when Privateer Press really kind of blew up in a big way because GW took a lot of, I think, I don't want to say media flack, but like a lot of like negative, you know, people who loved all these other add-on games, you know, felt like they just weren't being treated as more than just like a wallet, you know.
Yeah, and
Warner G was sort of like the next thing to go to.
Yeah, and they were heavily sending cease and desist to fan pages, and like they just they were more worried about some random Angel Fire website that says, "I love Games Workshop products. Here's their logo. You should buy them, dude. You need to cease and desist right now." Trying to tell people to buy your product now.
Okay. Well, even like so, I mean, I worked for Mini Wargaming at the time, and like we were told by our rep, like we weren't allowed to have pictures of the boxes of the products we sold because the box was considered their artwork. And we didn't have license to use their artwork. And like, we can't literally take a photograph of the thing we're selling. Like, no, you can't. That's considered our artwork in order to have that.
Yeah, that their priorities were very out of whack.
Like, I can't show people. So, I mean, and so what we ended up doing is we like put up a little tool where people could like submit pictures of the things they painted instead, and then every single sales page had a gallery, and we gave people like, you know, $5 in store credit for use their picture or something like that. Like we worked around it, but it was just like, oh, really? Like, no other company on earth would be like, you can't show people the things you're selling.
Yeah, that's insane. Gamby, what's going on?
Anyway,
You're very welcome.
GW has turned around that obviously since then, but it was
I'll get the grass in 3 weeks. Okay, I'll shoot Volcano Dog.
Weird time.
Doc a message. Definitely one. Yeah, I don't think Volcano Doc is here right now. Let's see.
Specialists really diving they added a third main line with Lord of the Rings. Yeah. That too. I think it's coincidence. I think it is. The Specialist was mostly done through Forge World as well, right? Well, not entirely, but a certain amount of it was. Not so much like Blood Bowl and Inquisitor, but.
So I am 33 subs away from the next emote slot here now.
There you go. Hey guys, let's get him 33 subs. Well, you know, if you get him 17 subs, he's gonna match 1-for-1. So.
Yeah.
Unless you're not doing that anymore.
No, I'll still do it. I mean, it really just it's a wash at that point in time because, you know, like I get half the subs, so.
Start Rose, thank you. Welcome to the club.
working on anything interesting, anything good? The voice you've been hearing is Epic Duck Studio.
Hello, hello.
Don't call Epic Duck Studio. You should.
I agree.
I would hope so.
However, I am also terribly biased on this, so.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a little heavy-handed, but you know it's fine. Trying to steal my work last week, and it is.
I'm just steal your work at all. I was trying to bring more work for the community.
I wasn't trying to. I was doing it.
I mean, yes. I'm just saying. When you see a Dragon Ball Z movie, it feels like a thing I should be painting.
That's fair. Ford was in my stream the other day and actually said something nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
His cat must have jumped on the keyboard or something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the song. Holy shit, thank you.
Start love back from Canada. Thank you so much.
How's Mike? I'm doing good. 2 minutes walk from the sea. Oh, wow. Kiki, thank you very much. Just kind of getting the initial highlights and colors, and flesh is not my strong point, so we're going to be doing a lot of learning with the flesh here. Ruffman 420, how's it going? Let's get another sub now.
Sweet.
Get the sub. Get the sub. Right, like 800 emails from like PayPal.
Except you buy a sub, you get like 3 emails. What
Yeah, one from Twitch, one from PayPal, one from PayPal confirming Twitch, one from Twitch confirming PayPal, then one email of them talking to each other, going, "What's up? How you doing later? You go, guys, can you like not do this in my email?" And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm also not
Get a
sure
room already, guys.
anything. I'm trying to start my first painting your first space marine. Doesn't look like a space marine.
I don't know why I primed this the way I did.
Because technically, this could be a space marine. This is very cool, though. Very nice, man. Still house hunting, but doing all right. Very cool. For a room to stream. Yeah, I mean, I did kind of room to stream. My new testimonial kind of thing is bring your stream up in my, what is it? Something about, people were talking about how they bring my stream up in their therapy sessions. I'm like, is that, like, are you for real? Like, oh yeah, no, we talk about your stream. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, this is not a testimonial. Because it wasn't just like even one person, it was like multiple viewers were like, no, I talk to my therapist about your stream all the time.
I use your behavior to justify how much more sane I am than.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's got to be like this.
Listen, the reason I need better meds is because this guy I watched glued teeth to a banana.
He glued googly eyes to his nipples, damn it.
And now I'm afraid of nipples.
Because
I think they're all watching me.
it might be. It might be.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm actually making fun of mental disorder. I don't mean to be doing that. I am very sorry if that actually came off as offensive.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, like, I may actually seem like I'm mocking, like, you know, mental health issues, and I don't mean to be.
No, I don't think anybody took it. I didn't take that.
Okay, just making sure.
Like, even when I make horrible jokes, I know exactly what I'm doing, you know, but it's like one of those things, like, no, at no point in any way would I take that as that. I just take that as, you know, I'm screwing people up terribly.
This is probably true. Oh, got a hydrate/caffeinate. It's like, I might have killed 60 people with, but that guy glued teeth to a blood. Caffeinate.
I ate one person, all right? One person. You see what he does to bananas? Huh? See that?
The thing about ducklings, or brushlings, I was just read ducklings by people and see what it's about. The thing about brushlings is you never know when they're going to backstab you because we are trained by the best, most random individual ever. Dr. Rhino, hello.
That is true. Dr. Rhino, what's going on?
Dude, man. I'm not trying to put you on the spot here, but I would love to get on one of your D&D campaign things one day. If you're ever doing a one-shot and it coincides with my schedule in some way, please let me know.
Everyone thought someone goes, oh yeah, if I was doing this week, would you want to be on it? Then yeah, you sure you want that. And you need to think very carefully about what you're asking.
Prepping for the next game for the BD on Saturday, get nervous. Yeah. Oh man, I have to wonder how bad a D&D game would be that like you and I were both players in.
Oh my gosh. I stabbed his character. What? Wait, you didn't roll a character yet. I roll a character so I could stab his character.
So just tell him to make another character sheet. This one's already dead.
Yeah.
Next to Ducky with Googly on nipple. I'm just gonna decline that one. Just FYI. I'm as normal as the next person. The next person's Brush. God damn it.
You're going to jail, sir. Right now.
I requested a doodle. Oh, did you? I missed it. Hang on. You do. Where is my? You did. Okay. A duck playing D&D. I think we can do that.
It's like watching Hoarder so you feel better about your own house. Yeah, pretty much. Can't Webdorf raise his hand. Yeah, it's like Webdorf was the first one to say that. I'm like, for real? Like, wait, seriously? And they're like, yeah. And I think Puzzling Zoo, and there was a couple other people like, no, I brought you up in my therapy sessions for sure. 100%.
Therapists the world over know about you now.
We're trying to
You're
figure
gonna
out.
watch this probably actually.
Probably. Yeah.
All right, I will get to that in just a few minutes, Rhino. I just want to finish up a little bit of work on the space here.
Probably trying to figure out what kind of condition to call what I cause.
I'll never forget. Ooh, cookies.
The test was somebody that his therapist is going to hold up a banana. I'm like, yeah, they're watching Brush for Hire.
Started peeling there's teeth on the inside. Like, what's going on? And there's your toothache right up there right now. So I mean,
I cannot wait for my next order of teeth to come in. I got like 164 of them coming. There's no joke there. Like I laughed when we ordered 164 of them.
I know you did.
Eventually, I'll have enough subs that I can get real teeth.
I'm pretty sure when all starts to watch this, after I had to Google electric chairs that one time. Okay. Yeah. Teeth. He's ordered teeth. So that crazy voice you hear in the background is Brush for Hire. Tell your therapist. Everyone else does.
They already know me. Tell you first. I said, what's up?
You're painting
You're
Malfoy
great,
and
no.
Google electric chairs because you just felt like you want an electric chair after having to paint Malfoy? Is it? No, I know that there's
They're from
an electric chair piece in that game.
Let's see. No, I think everyone's gonna be like subbed in here today at this point. Maybe watch 90 Day Fiance as it makes her feel better about our relationship. Oh, jeez. Brought up as a good or bad thing. I don't know. I just find it funny that like being brought up to the therapist at all. They're waiting to find out if they check out your stream. You're gonna get a call. You're like, Doctor, we need to talk now. Like right now. You're paying for my therapy bills too. Thanks, this man who was horribly man, a pervert, attacked you. Who firmly believed that there was no bad PR because any PR meant that at least they were talking about you. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no thing as bad PR. You're going to find teeth inside. I mean, that's disturbing so many levels. I know, right? I don't know what people
A artist says, in fairness, mentioned both of you to mind. Oh wow, I've come up in a therapy session too. I feel special now.
Stream is just obsessed with teeth for some reason. And then it is.
If by some reason you mean because you're personally obsessed with teeth and everyone just latches on.
That's fair. Next quote, I cannot wait for my teeth to come in. Next order of teeth to come in. There we go.
I think there's absolutely bad PR.
I was going outside with my homemade paper mohawk taped to my left hoodie.
Eating brush meat isn't real. You can't hurt you.
Spread the word, there's some viewers, no middle ground. Yeah, either therapists are going to need therapy or there's going to become a viewer from one of us. Next session is like,
could be either. It could be both.
Yeah.
They could become a viewer and then need therapy. How doesn't Twitch put a content warning on this?
Mm-hmm.
Puppers found the sunbeam behind my workstation. I'm happy. Awesome. Hooray for Puppers. Splash of purely.
Oh, check it out. Check it out. Check out what I did.
Oh, man.
You inspired me.
Exactly.
You inspired me. No, it's good. You'll
Oh,
like
man.
this. I'm proud of this one. Look what I got. Look at this. Look at this shit.
My
Look what I
problem
got.
is, like, there's such a stream delay. Like, right now, you're still painting, like, the gun
Yeah.
dancer. When someone's like, look at this. I'm like, come on, Twitch. Get it together.
It's like watching someone try to herd cats. Yeah, trying to herd very drunk and high cats.
Ooh, golden acrylic titanium white.
Heavy body, buddy. Oh, let me show you something else that. Now, this is our secret. Don't tell anyone because I don't want people rushing out to buy it all before I can buy it all.
Is it gonna be black magic? Is it black magic?
No. This is
Oh.
Gambling Gambar matte.
Okay.
I'm always looking for good matte varnishes. This stuff puts everything else to shame that I've tried so far. It says do not airbrush. It's a little bit thicker, but holy crap, is it dry matte.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Amber.
so this is like I did the face in matte here just to kind of get a contrast of what the Krylon. So in the camera, it's not that much different in person. It's a good, it definitely has a deeper matte to it, but the blacks
Yeah.
stay really nice and deep with it.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
that's the thing that I was looking at. They didn't get chalky, but that's the other thing too. Is
Oh, wow.
I've been doing this because some of those ones like the
Yeah,
AK, like the AK Interactive Ultra Varnish, which I'm not buying any more from them ever, anyways.
You can take the interactive. Yeah.
But yeah, that and it's okay for display only, but anything's gonna get handled. This stuff will get chalky, sort of the way like Black 3.0 would get chalky. This stuff is not doing that. Like I'm actually.
Oh, hang on. Skipping. Dude, thank you for the pile of gift subs.
Oh, that's awesome! Hell yeah!
Dude.
And you said what you're matching 2 subs for every 1 sub someone gives.
That's not what I said. No, that's what you're doing.
I'm the worst friend ever.
What I'm actually doing is every time someone gives 2 or more gift subs, I'm mailing them out the stickers. So that is the thing I'm doing.
I prefer this way over AK Interactive.
You might have your shipping address, but if I don't, just send me a PM.
Now, here's the trade-off. This is not water-based. That's the only thing. You will need mineral stripes to clean that. But
Yeah.
that trade-off is now. I wouldn't do whole armies in it. Krylon matte clear coat's still going to be my go-to for armies, but for that display pieces and those accents, you
Oh,
need
for an army, I just want to spray it.
deaded flat. Like that is going to be my go-to. Ugly Egg, you're very welcome.
Right here. The reason a therapist is able to withstand emotional storms every day is because they practice compassion more than empathy. If they empathize 100% with their clients, they would have an emotional breakdown at the end of the day. Compassion with some empathy allows you to focus on caring for the person while not necessarily trying to feel everything they feel. Not that anyone asks.
Very cool doctor right now.
AK Ellis says AK Interactive are a great example of bad publicity. Yep. Yes. Yes, they are.
Let's see here.
But not only did they do it themselves, they like doubled down on it. Like when they got called on it, their reaction was basically like, "Well, you just don't understand. We're gonna make it even worse now."
Mike, yeah, it's a needing therapy and being a viewer of this channel are mutually exclusive, more like synonyms. That's fair. Thankfully, it's already crazy before I arrived. Yes, I know the kind of viewers I attract. I wouldn't have it anyway. Oh, okay, so that's going to be a new, that's going right in the testimonial thing there.
Oh, what's the testimonial?
You don't have to be crazy to be a viewer, but it helps.
Did AK do that weird World War II stuff? No, that was Scale 75. AK also did theirs went further. They tried to promote a book about using their products to make miniature gas chambers, and we're not talking more about it. I know the topic actually upsets some viewers.
Yeah.
You can research the AK Interactive I'm going to use the word kerfuffle to be as polite as possible as I can about it.
Yeah. Monto, basically both the companies do. Like, they both just don't care. Anything make a buck kind of mentality. So why mineral spread instead of brush goop? Brush goop is for basically cleaning your brush and stuff like that. The mineral spreads are needed for that because it's a petroleum. What is it? A petroleum distillate. This stuff is actually flammable. Now it doesn't have like any odor, but it is flammable. And as soon as water hits it of any sort, it goops up and turns like chunky. It's very weird. But it's basically because it's an oil-based basically thing. Conservation Scientist National Gallery, which is cool. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I got it from Treckle Work Supplies, where I got that from. Was I supposed to just show something to someone, or someone has to see? Oh, yeah, no, I'll add my, manuals here. There we go.
They use, yeah, the best way to describe the thing with AK is they use human suffering to sell products about how to model human suffering. They also, like, when anyone called one, it was like, well, it's art, you don't understand. Like, that was basically their entire... It's like, no, this is... And it's not like... Here's the thing, if they had produced an art book, that'd be completely different. What they produced was a tutorial book selling their products using genocide as the platform.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Like, if they'd just been like, hey, here's some dioramas that some artists created, now let's talk about what they represent, that would be a thing that, like,
yeah.
It would be uncomfortable, but, like, not uncomfortable in a, like...
And that's okay. Art can make you uncomfortable.
Art can be uncomfortable. That's okay. Like, yeah, that's... If they had said, hey, look, here's some miniatures to produce, like, even, like, say, like, our products were used for this, but, like, let's use these as a talking piece to discuss why genocide is bad. Like, that'd be one thing. What they did instead was, like, here's a step-by-step guide using our products to make your own Nazi concentration camp Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Fantasy roleplay kit.
Yeah, that was the problem there.
It wasn't the fact that it was, you know, genocide related. It was the fact that, like, it was a sales tool. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm getting you now.
Yeah.
Conversation done.
Yeah, supervised order marketing campaign.
Yeah, like, exactly. Shit Resist is a very, very good example. Like, it, yeah, like...
It's one of those things of...
Which is, like, a piece of, like, it is art. Yeah.
And when you don't ever learn about what happened, it's like, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it, or whatever the saying is. That's kind of like a thing there. Like, when people get very detached from the horrible things that happened, and that's kind of part of the problem, is when you live, like, okay, Americans are very detached a lot. I'm not saying all Americans are a piece of shit, I'm not going to have this conversation, but there are a lot that are absolutely a piece of shit because they're so detached, and they go, well, starving children in Ethiopia aren't my problem, that's Ethiopia's problem. That's a complete lack of empathy and compassion, because you're so detached from what a starving situation is like, and so detached from what suffering is like, and so detached from not being able to have, you know, vaccines and clothes and food and clean water and to walk 20 miles each way every day just to get a bucket of damn water. So detached from those kind of things that it becomes easy to say that kind of shit, you know. And I'm not saying, and part of the thing is when you're growing up where every spigot in the world has water around you, you know, and it's one of those things that becomes very easy to become detached like that. Well, the same thing happens where, that's why there is, someone wants to when you look at miniatures, there's always a certain amount of time, a certain amount of decades that really has to happen between a war to where it becomes a fantasy tabletop game where people can just reenact it callously and not even think about what's really going on. And I'm not saying everyone that plays a World War II tabletop miniature game is a piece of shit. I'm not saying that. I want to be very careful about this. But there is a certain detachment to it where, especially like in America, things with swastikas and shit, you go, ooh, Nazis, they're assholes, but, you know, you'll have a swastika tank sitting on yourself. Where in countries where that shit was very real and happened, that evokes a whole different kind of emotion. And it's because there's that certain detachment, and that's why I think pieces of art that, even if they are tough to look at and swallow and need to exist, because that's where, and I don't think it needs to be rammed down everyone's throat where it's like everybody has to watch shit on this list and that, you know. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I'm saying those kind of things are okay. And what we're saying is when you use those things, you go, oh, here's a gas chamber. Now here's our product to make the scratches on the door where they were trying to get out. Fuck you.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's the very simple way I can put that. I don't know how else to do it because my middle fingers do not extend long enough for them to see them. So there's also
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay. Aspires just said I feel like I need to remind you already pressed the no button in these conversations.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
no.
Yeah.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to keep arguing, but I just don't want to talk about like in
No,
general
for
the
sure.
concept of.
I think we switched from talking about the AK thing to talking about art in general.
Yeah,
I think
the world in general.
I got my special spears from my Rhino Outriders that makes you get pictures. I want to see those.
Yes, pictures, art, miniatures, weird things. Did you ever look to see how many units I have on Stream Raiders? I'm just kind of curious. I mean, the number doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm just kind of curious what it pops up as. I don't know if there's a way to check that.
What were you checking? Sorry.
Like when you go to find a captain and you're looking through captains, you're like, oh yeah, they have 300 soldiers. That
Something's
yeah, whatever that number is.
Let me just pull up. Let me just get the. And Rhino, I'll get to your art request in just a moment. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, here it goes. It's about 2 minutes next.
Yeah. As my future Kickstarter, like, what if that you co-created a graphic novel? Wrote about hell yeah.
Nice.
Dog sex story. There we go. Back on track. Yeah. Back to things that really matter. Back to talking about Merkins. Oh my gosh. Listed in the upper right
So actually,
corner.
One kind of funny like tangent to your talk about like Americans having access to running water, not really understanding like scarcity of resources and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was reading another article. It's a township in Florida where they literally like their last grocery store went out of business, and so like 80% of the people in town was like they have no public transit. The next city is like 25 miles away, so like 80% of people eat McDonald's daily because it's like the thing nearby that sells food.
Yeah, that's
and
terrifying.
so what ended up happening is the city hall opened a grocery store.
That's awesome.
And it's like it's actually run as a co-op, but it's just like, hey, that's socialism, guys. But like if they didn't do that, then they would have like no fresh produce and like no groceries and stuff. Like just like, but the city has to operate a grocery store because like no private business wanted to do it. Hang on, I gotta go browse for you guys. I gotta take you off my list of captains so I can actually look.
Someone pulled it up. It's 6,818.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, I don't know what exactly I mean.
Are you streaming on an ARC, right, currently?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
They're not showing up for me. That's weird.
I don't know if it's like one of those things where.
Let me get in there 1 sec. I'm at it.
That's very cool. That Kickstarter is very cool. So I don't know if that means 6,818 people have actually played under me.
Oh, hang on.
Where the hell are all these viewers at?
Right.
I didn't think it was going to be that damn high.
There we go. Yeah, 6,823. It doesn't actually explain what that number is, does it?
I don't think so.
I probably can't see myself, so I have no idea what my number is.
Back from alert. Thank you for coming back from alert.
Jack the Maniac? The share content is sculpted very high. Yes, it is. Alrighty, we got some streamers going on over here, and then I'm going to get a doodle out of the way for Rhino, and then I'm probably going to just eat some food briefly, because hunger. Base room. Let's go with the nice and deep. I don't know what. There's an off black. These are matches, right? Trudeau picks them in the Whips channel in Discord. Cool. I will pull this up in just a minute. I saw something about Widget Wonka. Hang on, I'm having to highlight the chocolate feathers. Well, that's why the content. The sugar is big. I got it. How does the only grocery store in town go out of business? I think the town was just so small that like, because it was a corporate, a corporately owned grocery store, and they just went, we're not making enough sales here.
They just act if they don't.
Yeah, they have a sales goal that they want to reach, and maybe the town really didn't have a population to justify it. It's not so much that it went out of business, that like, you know, corporate head office goes, it could be better, let's just pull it up. Like that's, but like what they're calling like food drought is a very common problem, especially in like more rural, small areas, which is like there are not businesses that cater to like providing healthy food to people.
Yeah.
And so food drought is a very strange topic to think about.
Yeah.
The richest most
Yeah, but in short, that clear coat that I was talking about, phenomenal
Yes.
product. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the moral of the
Back to-
story.
That went on so many tangents.
Yeah.
Of course, Epic Duck became a ride for us. We're working on it. I've got a priming stick with like 30 minis ready to go on it. It's not quite 30.
Hang
on.
It's gonna hire for more ride
6,
quests.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus like, you know, a couple more to assemble. Yeah, current corporate mindset is if you can't make all the money, then don't do it. So if the profit margins aren't high enough, it's classified as a failure. Yeah. That's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll let that dry. Okay, we had an art request. Duck playing D&D. Oh wait, we have to pick another battle. God, how did I miss picking a battle? I'm good at screwdrivers.
Irresponsible captain, sir.
I know. All right, do I have any other placing quests? Place Templars. He's probably on recharge still. Because he's like an 8-hour recharge or something stupid. Yeah, he's got 81 minutes still to go from being placed like first in this morning. Rally! We're brushed out way over here. All right.
One captain I play under is not unusual for them to hit like 2,000 units on the field.
Nice.
Holy shit! Yeah, they're like 43,000 people playing under them.
Can we get a dialogue bubble added to Widget Wonka? He said, "Good day, sir." Think of like television, as long as I'm in this situation dealing with people. Okay, yeah. That's a conversation between you and Rhino. I'm not gonna read that out loud unless you really, really want me to. Let's go a little darker. I have to make it darker because the blue pencil that I use doesn't show here.
Sí,
Sorry,
buenos días.
Rhino. A duck playing D&D.
Sí, ¿cómo estás?
It's fine.
Very nice.
Sí.
Nice. Yes. Commission might make sure I need some more.
20, 29, 6, 55, 7, 8, 9, 8. Mhm. Sí. Amazon.